Hey everybody, it's Scott O'Mato back for episode 10 of my Sim-U-Kraft Let's Play. Guys, as you could tell, I've upgraded my armor and tools a bit, as you could expect. We're going to make a iron or diamond multi-tool as well, and then even an obsidian one. So we'll want to look forward to that. Let me get away from these villager guys, they're pretty loud. But basically, I've also done some stuff here in the village. I now have an Nether Portal, and I've gone into the Nether, and it's a pretty good Nether spawn. We won't be going into that right now, but basically I shut it off with a water bucket in between, and then I have iron door in here to keep these guys from going in. And you know, of course, this is a odd number building, and so it's kind of weird how you have to put it, but anyway, that'll work for the time being. And it got us a decent Nether spawn. I did find a fortress some distance away. Flying is really helpful, and I died in there because of the flying thing where you hit the ground, you know, trying to get blazes when you land. And then I also hunted for ender pearls. So we have 3 ender pearls now, and I died hunting ender pearls because I fell, you know, landed on the ground. So that is super annoying. But it's also kind of balanced. I mean, if you're going to fly, then you may pay the ultimate price for doing so. So that cost me 2 deaths, but I got my stuff back, and I built levels back up by farming some spiders, farming blazes a bit. I didn't get a lot of blaze rods. I got 6. And so, you know, and then pulling some stuff out of the mine, but we're getting there. In this episode, we're going to want to do some kind of busy work a little bit. I got a message in chat that Grunter here is doesn't have any fuel for their furnace. Okay, and one of the good things about this mod is that you can easily create a teleportation system for yourself in the mod using the markers. All right, so the Simu markers here. So if we place a Simu marker and you want to place it beside a chest that you're not going to move, they say. So if I put a marker here, now I may have trouble with this block right here, teleporting into it. But if I right click on it, okay, here, then I should be able to set new courier beaming point. All right, so we're going to make a beaming point, and I'm just going to call this village home. All right, and set that. I got to use the set button. So created the new courier beaming point, and then I guess these will go away eventually, these lines here. Once it's recognized as a beaming point. All right, so now I could go to any of the control boxes, like over here, and beam to that. So I choose the beam to, and then it gives me village home. Okay, and it uses the teleportation system that the NPCs use. Okay, so we're fine with that, no problem. It didn't put me in the block. All right, so hopefully, like I said, these will go away. They do generally go away with like something like the lumber thing or whatever. So we need to go ahead and set one of those up as well, which let me, before I forget, I don't want to head over there and not have coal. So let me take this guy some coal. All right, so there is actually a stack over there. That's fine, but we'll give him another stack. All right, so I got a bit more coal. And so let's head over to the glass factory and see how these guys are doing. And we will just fly over there. So I'm going to put on a waypoint for that. Wherever that is, be sure I've got this in my hand. And we're going to just fly over there. Okay. You can, by the way, control your fly speed with whatever key. I have plus key set. So you can increase the fly speed quite a bit. You know, pretty much beyond chunk rendering distance. All right, and decrease it with minus is how I have it set. So, you know, that's a decent speed right there. Then we just want to go down and hit our thing and then land. right? So you kind of get used to it, but you definitely got to do that. Now, when you land, you'll be in sprint mode, so be aware of that. So he is actually mining these blocks. It was underneath him. He's working underneath himself to mine these blocks. So that's the thing. Let's get some sand from him. I'm just going to put some cobble in there, or some dirt right now, temporarily, so I can make a bridge across. But that's one thing to be aware. It would seem to me he's creating a space for mobs, but whatever. So this is what he has. Quite a bit of sand and quite a bit of glass. And keep in mind, each one is costing me a little bit. Now, I'm still making a profit on top. You know, I can see every day I'm making a little bit of money, but every time he's mining, he's doing that. So let's take some of the sand here and make some sandstone. So we could straighten this up a little bit. And of course I can, now that I have the diamond one, so I have the backpack that contains the diamond one. That'll give me 4 times the amount. So, there's no reason, although sand is free, to not get more for our money, right? A lot of this mod's about money. So that gets me a stack there from that. That's cool. All right, so let's grab that back. Okay, and we'll just build ourselves that little bridge so it looks a little bit nicer. All right. And then I suppose I'll come back over time and cover this and light it and all that kind of stuff, because that's definitely a place for mobs. But let's set us up a beam point here, all right, so that we can easily get back to here without having to fly, although of course it's super easy. But we can also set up a point here. Well, I mean, I think we can. Not sure about that. Wonder. Yeah, let me take a look at that. You're supposed to be able to set it right next to a chest. You can place 2 markers. Yeah, it's telling me about the placement stuff. All right, for some reason it did it there, not there. Maybe it's this torch. Maybe it needs a certain overhead. Well, see, there's a torch above that one. So again, some things are just kind of glitchy. I'm going to do it actually here beside the other torch. He kind of walks back here a little bit. I don't know if it interferes with that, but I'm going to actually put it right here. Okay, so let's name this one Glass Factory. Okay, set new courier point. And when it says courier points, you can use these as areas that couriers use. But all right, that should work. So let's try it. We're going to beam back to village home. Right. Nice. All right. And then we'll try to go back. You can see the beams are gone now. To go back, of course, we need a control panel. We can use... Let me play with the cursor for a minute. And let me see what its distance is. I'm not sure if you can pick up the markers after that we've set a courier point. And I don't know actually how to get rid of them without editing text. But I don't know, we could try that. So, all right, let's try to beam to Glass Factory again. I did set up my cursor. I'm kind of doubting it'll work. Okay, so I do take a little bit of damage there. Yeah, but let's see if that'll work. Yeah, it did work. Yeah, there's the building control panel. right there. So that's still linked. Again, let me see if I can get rid of this now. I don't know if you have to leave the marker. I probably need to read about that first. But let's hit the control panel. This is the remote one, and hit village home. Okay. Let's see if we can still get the control panel. No, see, for some reason now the cursor, the control panel is unlinked. So I'm not sure why back and forth, but it's not that big of a deal to just hit it again and test it. So we can now use that as a beaming system. So that's pretty cool. I'll check and see if we have to leave those markers in place or not. I'm not absolutely sure if we do or not. Okay, but another thing I did down here was I set up an enchantment table. Okay, so these are people live here. I'm in their space, but so basically I got an enchantment set up. This is 16 bookshelves, but this is the enchantment table from Ritual Enchanting. All right, and so it replaces the regular enchantment table here with the Ritual Enchanting table. Again, let me get out of here because these guys are really loud. We need to sleep anyway. So by default, it replaces the regular enchantment table. All right, let's go ahead and go to sleep when we can. But you can convert back to a regular enchanting table by taking a red carpet and putting it over this block. Or if you want to craft this block, then you could take a regular enchantment table and put a blue carpet over it, and it'll give you the ritual enchanting table. Otherwise, it just replaces the standard enchantment table. But it adds a few items to the mod, all right? And some of it's a bit of a puzzle to solve. So it adds these things called a sensor to the mod, all right? Or to the game. And it takes 2 gold and an iron bucket, and you can see. So blaze rods, I have some here, and I can obviously convert those to blaze powder. I can obviously get more blaze powder. So there's 8 blaze powder for 1 rod, okay? And then let's get out our iron bars, all right? And we can go ahead and make some buckets like such, okay? And then we can go ahead and make the sensors. Need my gold out as well. All right, and so let's look at the recipe for that again. So gold blaze powder. All right, I got it. So gold, blaze powder, a bucket, and 2 ingots, okay? Will give us these sensors, all right? And they are like such. Okay, so because of our recipe, we got 4, but you normally wouldn't. So these sensors, you can lay them down and you can burn things in them, all right? So you can burn any type of items in them. So it's kind of similar to some of the stuff like, let's say in Roots, which was a later mod. So I'm sure the Roots mod was inspired by this a little bit. Okay, I'm not sure what mines these. So I'm sure that's iron. It's just slow. So we have 4 of those now. Then the other item it adds to the mod is book stands. All right, book stand right here, and you can put enchanted books on those, and they'll influence the effect. That I didn't say, but the sensors influence the effect of the enchant depending on how many there are and what you put in them. All right, what you put in them. So let's see if we can't go ahead and get some of those book stands as well. So all right, just plank and some sticks, like such. And we don't have any enchanted books, of course, but we're going to want to make some. So I do have 3 books, and I do have I do have 23 levels now. 23 levels. Didn't I have more levels? Did something just cause me to use levels? Is teleporting using levels? Is creating a sensor using levels? Guys, I'm going to check back the footage real quick. All right, I'm gonna stop the video here for a second. I'm going to check the footage. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I checked that out, and it's the cursor, guys. It's the cursor that's doing it. When you're a far distance away from it, it uses levels. So I just used 15 levels, changing, using the cursor at a far distance like that. It's free within a certain distance. I think it's 16 blocks or so. But after that, it's using your experience. So if I move over to here, and it's based on the distance away. Let's see how far away we can go. How far can we go? There it goes. It used a level to get that. So I did not know that. That is a thing. So I just used up a lot of my levels that I worked so hard to get. Darn it. Well, live and learn. That's part of balancing thing that happens. So we're going to change strategies a little bit because I don't have the levels to do enchanting that I wanted to do now. But we'll go ahead and put down a few of these. I really want to get feather falling on my boots, but you can just place these around the enchantment table. Okay, so I can just put, one here, and probably 2 up here. I'll have to check for sure to be sure that they're too high. So for now, knowing this is definitely within range, I'll put them right here. All right. And then the book stands are the same way. You just place them down and you put enchanted books inside of those. And these things work in combination with each other. But, we don't have any enchanted books to put on here, but they look pretty cool. I don't know if you could put regular books on them. I doubt it. Maybe a writable book, but definitely enchanted books. Let's see. Now maybe, is there writable books in here? Yeah. So maybe a book and quill. We can make that and try and see if that'll do anything. But basically, I'm going to try to burn feathers. I don't know if that'll work, but we're going to want a chicken farm for that to be able to burn feathers. All right. So again, that changes my strategy of what we were going to do this episode just a little bit, because I'm not going to do a level 22 enchant. I'm going to have to go and grind for more stuff. All right. There you go. So another thing we want to look into is the ability for NPCs to terraform. All right. Terraforming is another ability that they have that you can pay for. Let's go ahead and put the cursor up again. Stealing my levels, guys. That is not fair. But it is fair. That's balancing. That's how it works. So basically, let's go over to here, and you can see I've already got a lot of saplings planted, but I'm curious to see what these guys will do. So if I put down a control panel, I probably need to get some saplings for them to have. So let's do that. So we have some unbalanced stuff like this, and then we have some balanced stuff like the cursor, and that's fine. That'll work for me. And the flight is definitely balanced because of the death factor. I got my buckets back, so I have a lot more buckets than I need now, and that's fine. One thing I also want to show you that I made is this luggage from open blocks, and that's a crazy little item. The luggage is an entity that you can place down into the world, and it will contain items. So I've got one that's got wood and cobblestone and glass. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and put some saplings in there too. So let's let's not give him a stack. Let's not give him all our saplings. But let's put some saplings inside there. And this guy will follow us around. All right. And he can teleport to us, kind of like a wolf. And you can hear that sound, zombies. Yeah, that was 2 zombies. All right, so can you guys hear that sound? It's a really interesting, it's like his little tentacles. But he just follows us around and carries items for us. That's pretty cool. And he seems to be pretty good at teleporting, about like a wolf. All right, so we'll gather, yeah, and he'll pick up stuff for you. So I gave him 32, and he'll go around and then pick up those saplings that he sees. And he's really eager to do it. So the guy's in the tree there. So as long as I'm around, he would pick up the saplings for us. But let's put down a control panel here. All right.
Sim-U-Kraft building constructor activated.
Okay, and I should be able to hire a terraformer. Let's get Belinda. We haven't hired her to do anything yet. So she's been living the easy life, but now she's going to plant some trees for us. So let's see, I could say terraform area, and you can set the radius. The radius is in each direction, so I'm just going to say 16, which is still kind of big. Well, yeah, let's do 8 for right now, and let's have her plant saplings for us. All right, so there's all this stuff they could do. Convert water to land, get rid of tall grass. We're going to be hiring for that. Flatten areas, single layer of dirt, which I could have used to cover the mine, or maybe, but that's kind of dangerous maybe. Adds water to lava so they can create obsidian. Freeze water, collects lava, so that's kind of interesting. Try that. De-ice, removes snow. All right, we're going to have her plant saplings, nature one. All right, and so she probably, wonder how you give her saplings. Oh, a chest, of course, supply chest. So let's get our luggage here. Click on it. Okay, you're in a grass block. Yeah. Let's get half our saplings. She's getting ready to quit for the day. And let's see if we can't go ahead and sleep. Okay. And so we gave her some saplings from the luggage. And so she's planting saplings. Now let's see how she does it. Oh yeah. So like real close together. I thought that. Yeah, I thought that she would probably just do them every available block. So let's watch that. Yeah, and he's going to go around and just pick up stuff for us. So see, that's not really that useful, honestly. I mean, sort of, but not really. And eventually, oh, okay. Maybe she is planning at a, let's see, I need to watch. That guy, that luggage is crazy. So she completed. What do you mean, girl? You planted like 3 saplings. It cost you per block. Let's see if she now chooses a separate spot to do, or how that works, because that wasn't extremely useful. Yeah, let's see if she'll do a bigger area or a different area, or she just says checking for resources. When I can see she's making flowers. Yeah, she is naturizing the area, so she's creating tall grass, I guess, and planting saplings not crazy about the tall grass part. Yeah, I could see she put one down over there. So she just kind of randomly, yeah, flowers. She just kind of randomly places them around more flowers, which I'm not too crazy about that. I guess it's a good source to get dyes if you wanted to without using bone meal. So yeah, I'm glad we didn't do a larger area, but we could, you know, use this to put some areas back. All right, so that's fine. What she's saying, terraforming 10% complete. So I guess she goes through a cycle here. And what's this guy doing? He's going to tree. Yeah. He may have screwed himself up a little bit. No, he's all right. All right. So yeah, she has a progress bar. 14%. So all right, we'll let her do that a little bit. But I'm interested also to get one. Let's see if I can hire multiple people from one location. Terraform area. No, it's just the same. Oh, so I said the radius of 30 then. So that's why it's taking a long time. All right, I'm going to stop her. I do not want to do that large area. Fire her. All right. Yeah. So let's hire her back. Let's change the radius this time. Terraform area, and let's make it a smaller radius. Let's say of 16, maybe, and have her get rid of the grass. Let's see which one that one was. Freeze water, thermalize, collect lava, sea land, lawnmower. All right, let's have her do lawnmower. So she's terraforming. We're saying of 16. See if my credits are going down. Yeah. Okay, she's not. I can't see yet where. I don't know if she's getting flowers too. But yeah, 7% complete. So they can get rid of the tall grass for you, apparently. She's still planting. Oh, there's 22 saplings in there. There were 23. So, again, I can't really see where she's working. I should have made it smaller, I suppose. You could hear something breaking there. But these aren't going to be extremely useful this close together. So I'm going to have luggage pick up some of that. We're going to call him Luigi. Yeah, we're going to call him Luigi. The luggage Luigi. Yeah, girl, this is not that helpful, honestly, to be that close together. And then I can just, of course, throw items on the ground. And luggage will pick them up. Luigi will pick them up. So I don't see that she, I mean, it seems she's working, but I'm not seeing the result of her efforts that much. A radius of 16 should just be, 16, 16, 16. Unless she's still planting. But she's not, because she's not using items. Like I hear her, I don't know, yeah, I hear a grass block drop occasionally. But I'm not too impressed with Belinda's efforts here. She's only 31% done. Anyway, so we'll let her do that, but that's an interesting thing. We can like use it to flatten some of the areas. That's a thing we can do out here a bit. Get rid of some of the water. Like, I want to set up one to flatten here to begin with. Like maybe right around here. I guess you'd have it maybe one level up. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and call it for this episode. We at least did get the demonstration done, but see, she's put all these flowers and stuff here, which I'm not a big fan of right now. I'm actually trying to clean out these areas, and so got to watch that radius. It can be a real large radius that they're working in. See, she's all the way over here, and you know, you just kind of got to be aware of what the result of your actions are. So I'm not too impressed with her getting rid of the grass so far, but we'll do a more confined, smaller area and test that and see how that works. But it's good just to go ahead and get this stuff going and learn what the abilities are. We're in good shape on this village here, this part of the village, so we're going to want to expand out. And again, I'm going to do a chicken farm, and then we'll build some more houses. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. It's kind of a little sporadic, but we learned some stuff and showed off some cool new items. That's what's important, is that we're making progress forward. Having ender pearls, we're going to try to make some the more items from open blocks that do cool stuff, and yeah, we'll check that in the next episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Scott O'Mato and Luigi, and have a great day, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.